Why go to the orchestra when you can bring the orchestra to you? Why rent a concert hall when you can fit the entire ensemble inside this nearly 10-foot by 12-foot by 4-foot deep elegant structure? The story of extremely tiny musicians on this edition of Inside Stahls. A world of wonder, where fantastical music machines provide the soundtrack for a tantalizing stroll through history. Vintage automobiles and memorabilia stimulate the senses around every chromed curve and corner. This is Inside Stahls.
That was a wonderful performance.
We played perfectly together.
Best concert ever. Yes, the harmony is perfect.
We should celebrate after.
Oh, no.
How's everybody doing in here? I'm just kidding. There's not a tiny orchestra hanging out in here. But by listening to this 1926 Weber Maestro Orchestron, you wouldn't know it. Gebr Weber, or the Weber brothers, was founded in the Black Forest of Germany in the 1880s. By the 1920s, they were known as the kings of mechanical musical instruments, or the magicians of the orchestra. In any room full of mechanical musical wonders like this one at Stahls, the Weber Maestro is considered top of the line. In fact, this is one of only 7 that still exist around the world. Many of the Weber brothers' early music machines used spring-bound or weight-driven motors to play music. But with electricity more readily available by the 1920s, the Weber brothers enlisted music arranger Gustav Bruder to create orchestrons of true concert quality. To do this, Bruder fitted the cabinets with sophisticated expression mechanisms and a vast array of perforated music rolls. It was said it took Bruder up to 3 weeks to create the arrangements for up to 4 songs. Thanks to Bruder's talents, the Maestro became known as a music machine that provided an unequaled concert orchestra, dance, and jazz band. An incomparable electro-pneumatic artistic orchestron comprising a piano of the first order, violin, violoncello, flutes, clarinet, trumpets, saxophone, lotus flute, jazz trumpets, complete xylophone, and assorted percussion instruments including bass drum, castanets, snare drum, tambourine, triangle, cymbal, and woodblock. The only thing it was lacking was more cowbell.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
With all of that instrumentation, the Weber Maestro was a complicated machine. Fortunately, Stahls docent Vern Lancaster is well versed in all things orchestron. Vern, how did this machine operate?
Well, it gets its instructions, to start with, from a perforated paper roll. The paper roll goes over a bar that has a constant vacuum or pressure on that bar and holes in it. When the hole in the paper lines up with the hole in the bar, it performs an operation. Operating the various pipes, the 112 pipes, or the other instruments, including the piano that you can see the hammers in the background.
Vern, what if I wanted to hear a different song?
These cabinets on either side of the machine are filled with the rolls with various songs on it. And each of these rolls would have 3 to 5 songs on them. As you can see, then we have a variety of availability to change over and change the music.
So if there was a specific song I wanted to hear, I could tell the person what I want to hear and they would go to that scroll and pull it out?
Normally, yes. The problem with that is there's a lot of German that's on these rolls, and I do not speak or read German, so I've got to decipher this.
So if I'm looking for Elvis Presley, I might be out of luck on this one?
You might be.
What are those giant things that look like rat traps behind us?
That's the bellows. The bellows, just like the bellows in a blacksmith's hearth. And so that is what supplies the power to the pipes or the traps that are in there.
What kind of motor was used to drive this?
There's an electric motor. It was a DC motor in this particular case, but you'll see the belts operate from that motor to the various parts of the pump.
Is this in original condition or has it been restored?
No, it's been restored.
This is a large piece. Where were these found?
They were, at the time they were built in 1926, there were huge hotels in this country, as well as other places, that had large opulent lobbies that you were liable to find one of these in entertaining their guests.
So it was kind of like a jukebox.
Yes.
That's the kind of information you can get from Stahls' knowledgeable docents. And thanks to Vern's insight, we have a better appreciation for how this works. But now would be a wonderful time to give it a listen. That's a tough act to follow, but you can see and hear how the Weber Maestro got its reputation for being the standard by which all other orchestrons are judged. Timing was also a key factor. 1926 was late in the game for orchestrons, but that worked to the Weber Maestro's favor because it incorporated every known device to resemble as closely as possible the sounds of a human orchestra. Or maybe there are some little dudes in there. It's more than likely attributed to the tune of 112 different pipes, or the fact it was built beyond any reasonable standard, or that the sound quality was produced by the unique layout of the instrumentation and the effective use of space within the case. In any event, it was a popular piece at the time. It's believed 60 to 70 original Maestros were made. Of the 7 that are said to remain, 4 reside in museums in Holland, Germany, Switzerland, and here at Stahls Motors and Music Experience. The Weber Maestro is not just another fascinating piece in Stahls' mechanical music collection. It is the crown jewel. It's where you downloaded music before you could download music. While today you can have thousands of songs inside your phone, you'd still be hard-pressed to fit an entire orchestra in a case of this size. But don't take my word for it. Come check it out for yourself the next time you pay a visit to Stahls.
We played perfectly together.
Best concert ever.
Let's do it again soon.